Hey guys, how you doing? It's Marshall back at you again. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded some content. Today I'm working on this truck. It's a 2000 and it's a 2014 Freightliner Cascadia with a DD13 motor. I have a reservoir that is leaking. This reservoir right here is leaking, and I'm going to be replacing it. It's leaking from the bottom right there. Then of course the leak gets hit by the fan and it sprays everywhere. I mean, when the fan comes on and it sprays the coolant everywhere. You see coolant everywhere over here. It makes a big mess. But anyway, what I'm gonna be doing is changing this reservoir. You can tell on the other side how much of a mess it has made just from spraying. When the fan comes on and coolant reservoir is under pressure, it sprays and just makes a mess everywhere. But yeah, so I'm gonna change that reservoir. I'll take you on a ride along to show you the process. It's pretty simple. Take off those hoses, there's two hoses. Take off the bolts on top that mount it. Then at the bottom of and on this side, there's a hose right there. And then there's a level sensor right there, bolt right there, bolt at the bottom down here, and pretty much that's it. So I'll show you best way to do this, and also best way to purchase it. If you buy this thing at Freightliner, you're bound to spend some serious money, $600-700, $800 on a reservoir. But if you buy it online, you get the same result for about $100 or less for the same thing, pretty much. Anyway, I'll show you as we go the process. The first thing that you do is you are going to drain your coolant. Drain coolant from the radiator. Right down here on a Freightliner, right down here, there's the drain. So you just open it. Save as much as you can. Save as much as you can so you don't lose coolant, so you can reuse it. Then you just drain maybe a couple of gallons so that your level goes down. And then once you do that, let me set up and I'll show you how to drain the coolant so you can see how to open the radiator. So right underneath the truck on the radiator, you need a 15/16 wrench. 15/16 wrench, and you're gonna open this drain bolt. I'm trying to be careful because this thing is plastic. I think once you turn it, 15/16 or 1 inch. 15/16 is tight. 1 inch would be too wide. And once you start opening it, make sure you have a catch bottle, something to catch when it starts coming out. You know, you have to have it ready. I'm just gonna use an empty bottle because I don't have a pan. I'm always having a hard time keeping pans. You turn it. As you turn it, it will start coming out. Then just catch it, coolant, just like that. Don't take it off all the way because you'll lose it all. So I think if I catch like a gallon of it, this whole bottle, once I catch this whole bottle, I'll see what level, if I don't have any more in my reservoir, then I know I'm golden. I can start the work. But if I still have any in the reservoir, I'll drain out some more. But this stuff is $10 a gallon, you know, so just save as much as you can. Don't throw it away. Don't let it go on the floor. Even letting it go on the floor, I don't think that's good for the environment either. You know, this stuff has got chemicals and stuff. You don't want that sipping into the ground. Just be responsible, you know. Even if you try to get new coolant, you want to flush it and put new coolant, just don't dump it on the ground, because that's bad business. But anyway, that's the process of draining coolant from a truck. It's got to drain. All right, once you have it drained, what you do is you start taking off your mounting bolts. There's 1, 2 on this side, and there's 2 on top. And then you take off your hoses. Not to self. Make sure you drain more than 2 gallons of coolant, because it does hold a whole bunch in the block. So when you open it, it will come back. So do at least 5 gallons, 6 gallons, as much as you can to empty it. Just 2 gallons is not enough. That just drains the coolant, but the block will start draining back. So you just need to drain a lot more coolant than just 2 gallons. I found out the hard way when I took off the pipe. It started flowing back, so I had to try to catch a bunch of that one that was coming out, and I lost quite a bit of coolant, which is not good. Anyway, you know, unplug your sensor, take off your hoses, and then this thing should be ready to take off. New one that I got, it comes with everything, sensors and everything. No bolts, of course, but caps and everything. It's a direct fit. Just before you take off that, always make sure, you know, this one is good before you take all that stuff off. But anyway, I'm gonna take that off and mount this one on, and I'll show you how it looks when I'm done. Thanks. All right, so once you get it mounted, you put your bolts on, put your hoses on, put the clip back on, and then need to put some zip ties on that line. Make sure it doesn't flop around. Then it's ready to fill up with coolant. So just dump it in coolant till it's full, start the truck, let it idle, warm up. Then once it warms up, your thermostat kicks on. Once the thermostat kicks on, it goes down, and you fill it up some more, and you'll be full, good to go. But anyway, that's the process of changing a expansion tank or a reservoir on a Cascadia. It's very simple. Pretty much the recap is you just take off the bolts, drain your coolant, take off these bolts. There's 4 mounting bolts, 2 to the side and 2 on top. Once you take those off, you take off your hoses. There's 1 on this side, there's this little overflow, and there's 2 on the other side. They just clip on. And then you take off your sensor, take off the old one, bring the new one in, fits right in. There's no fighting it, it just drops right in. Then the installation is a reversal of the removal. Pretty much you put your hoses on, put your mounting hoses, mounting bolts, and put your clip on, zip tie it back on, fill it up with coolant, put it all the way to the top, then let the truck run. And once I think, you know, if you fill it up all the way to the cold max, you should have enough coolant in there, because it's gonna fill up the block, it's gonna fill up the radiator, and then the expansion tank is the last place that it's gonna have it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification on top for more content. Thanks for watching, guys. This your boy Marshall. Peace.